everyone, and welcome to a new video. And today we're going to be looking at the Holy Grail item that I've gotten recently. I'm very excited to show you guys this. A little history first. I actually saw this item around 9 years ago when I worked at a game store, and it got traded in. So I looked up what it was because I couldn't believe it existed. I was like, what is this? This got to be fake, right? And I looked it up. It did exist. A complete version of it, which is what I go for, usually complete. I was going for 70-80 bucks at the time, and that was just too much money to be paying for something that was considered retro at the time. At least to me, it was retro. So I passed on it. Unfortunately, me passing on it, that item was very obscure to even like show up online for sale. You know, even writing what it was called was difficult because, you know, the search engine for it was just like didn't exist pretty much. So, and then when you did start to find it, it was going for like, people were asking for 300 bucks for it, which is insane. So I was like, oh my God. So I would never pay that. So I waited over the years, and I didn't really wait, you know, mostly forgot about it, but I always thought about it here and there. And then recently I just happened to type it in and look for an image of it, and it said eBay and a listing for it, and I clicked on it, and it was for sale on eBay, a complete copy. The seller originally wanted 300 for it, but it was half off. I was like, oh my God, half off. You never see it for half off. 150-ish. So I was like, dude, I don't want to drop 150 bucks on it, but I said I got to get this because it's going to be, who knows how long I have to wait to find another one, you know. So I ended up, like, I looked at some of my games I had, and I grabbed, I think it was Griffin Knight. I sold Griffin Knight for the PS4 because I wasn't really going to play that one. I do like the game, but I just like, nah, I could let this one go. So I sold it, made the money to get the item, and luckily it arrived before this whole COVID situation happened, because we know we're having a lot of post office issues right now. But this item is, not going to do a drum roll, but the King of Fighters EX limited edition Game Boy Advance, that is. This, I don't know when this exactly came out, but I'm pretty sure it came out when the game premiered and everything like that. And this is just something I've always wanted. You know, I'm a big King of Fighters fan, and even the Game Boy Advance ones were very unique, and I felt like I just had to get this, and it finally arrived. I couldn't believe it arrived and everything like that. It's just like, it was just like an epic moment for me. Like, after all this time, I was finally able to get this item. So basically just showing you guys what the inside looks like and all that stuff. It comes with the game, comes with the system itself. You know, the system has a bit of wear on it. I mean, it's almost, I want to say it's almost 20 years old. So, you know, it's going to have some wear on it and everything. But, you know, nothing that I can't clean up later on. So if you haven't played the King of the Fighter EX games on the Game Boy Advance, the first one is roughly based off of King of the Fighters. I want to say, is it 99, 2000? I want to say 2000. But still a very good game. The only problem with this one is that the sound is kind of like muffled. Pretty much, they didn't really know how to utilize the sound in the game. But it has its own unique storyline. Geese Howard's the final boss. Just really cool stuff. And it has unique characters to it. Mainly the girl on the cover, Mo, is one of them. But still a very good game, and happy to have that. But now that you've seen the item, I do want to kind of just show you guys my favorite King of the Fighters games. You know, I want to say my top 5 favorite ones. So, you know, I like all of them mostly. I want to say 2000, well, not 2000, but King of the Fighters 12 was kind of like, I don't know what they were doing with that one, man, but whatever. But the next one after that made up for it. So let's just go ahead and get started. King of Fighters 14 pretty much revived the series. Well, it wasn't dead, but, you know, it's a fresh new start for the series, going in with the 3D art and everything like that. People were kind of skeptical about it. I certainly was, with the way the graphics looked in the beginning when they first premiered this game. But overall, it turned out to be awesome, and a fresh new start, you know, with the music and everything, new characters. That's something that every King of Fighters game always brings, is something very new, but still somewhat, I would say, the same in a way. So it's always good. But 14 really did a good job. Lots of good story, lots of good characters. They did a really good effort on it. The only thing that a lot of people complain about is, of course, the graphics in the beginning, but they did try to fix that. They fixed it somewhat. It wasn't a big deal to me. Well, yeah, it was, but, you know, they fixed it, and it was nice of them to do that. Of course, maybe that was their initial goal. They just had to push the game out too fast before it was finished. That happens a lot. But overall, this is a really good game, and definitely you could hop into this one. This could be your first King of the Fighters game to start with a series. So this is my first on the list. Next one is King of the Fighters 2003. King of Fighters 2003 was pretty much the beginning of the Ash Crimson saga, and I thought it was awesome because you could actually switch your tag team fights out during the match in this game. So I thought that was pretty unique. Graphics looked awesome, lots of cool characters. This was the introduction to of Regal's son, which was the main antagonist for the first two games and King of Fighters 98. That was pretty cool. They tried to like bring reference to him back by bringing off his children into the game. Very awesome King of the Fighters game. I mean, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one, but it's definitely one of my favorites. So if you see it, I say King of the Fighters 2003 is on point. It's definitely a good one you could get into. Ash Crimson Saga at the beginning. And next one here is so happy when this finally came out. This is King of the Fighters 13. 13 made up for what the mess King of the Fighters 12 was. I don't know what they were doing with that one. But the graphics in this game, the drawn graphics in this game were just really on point. You know, I love the way they remodeled a lot of characters in this game. Only person I didn't really like the way they looked was Terry Bogard, but they've been wearing out his trucker outfit for a while, man. I like the Mark of the Wolves look. But anyways, it's still a very good game, and this is actually the ending of the Ash Crimson saga. So they went all out in this version. Really good boss battles, good story in it as well. Really good music as well. So I would say, like I said, hey, all these King of Fighters games are awesome. So definitely all the ones I'm showing you guys gotta check out. So here is King of the Fighters 13. Next on my list, and this one would have made it number one. This is my number one favorite one story-wise in the series. This is King of Fighters 11. I thought this game had the biggest roster up to that point story-wise, and they brought people in like Duck King. Of course, you got Regal's son. I always forget how to pronounce his name, but he's a character in this. They went all out with this one, and it's like, dude, like this is like the way it should be. This is the last sprite-based one I believe they made at the time. I could be totally wrong, but this game is really good, guys. And I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. Maybe because they didn't like the way it played or whatnot. You know, the tag battle where you could just tag people in and out during the match. You could change that option though. But like I said, I'm not really in the King of the Fighters forums or anything like that, so I don't really hear what people are talking about this game. I mean, maybe highly ranked, maybe not. Nobody really cares about it. I don't really know. But it's definitely one of my favorites. And now, my top favorite King of the Fighters game, you guys probably already knew what this was going to be. And a lot of you guys, I'm pretty sure 100% of you, I mean, at least 90% of you guys are going to agree with me. King of the Fighters 2002 Unlimited match. Cannot get enough of this game. This game damn near brings everybody back from every King of the Fighters game. And I'm like, dude, like, and new characters, all boss battles, all boss characters are playable in this version. It is just really well done. The music is on point. I mean, God, like this. If you're looking for the best King of the Fighters game, guys, this has to be it. This is like, hey, someone say, hey, what's the best King of the Fighters game I can play? I want to play the best one. This is it right here. 2002 Unlimited, man. I mean, they went all out, and it just really shows in that game. I originally played it on the Xbox 360 because it was downloadable, but then I found out about the physical version. Obviously, I went after it. And both of these versions, I forgot what the difference was. I think one of them was more balanced or fixing some issues that the one has. But like I said, luckily I got them for cheap, so it wasn't a big deal. But now they're going for a little bit of money. So, but anyways, guys, that is my Holy Grail item. I mean, the King of the Fighters Game Boy Advance system. Very happy to have this. And you guys have seen my some of my favorite King of the Fighters games. I can't really say there's one that I dislike. I mean, they're all been pretty much good to me. Maybe you could say 94. The first one is kind of like meh because it's the first one. It doesn't have like combos. It doesn't have a lot of like, I don't know. It's just it's the first one. It's kind of like, it's not like Street Fighter 1 was or anything like that. It's definitely playable, but you know, it's definitely probably one I won't go back to play unless I play the Reboot version, which is up there somewhere. I got that on PS2. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Oh wait, of course, I forgot one more thing. I got to show you guys my King of the Fighters collection. So let's take a look at that before we head out. Alright, starting off with King of the Fighters 95 for PlayStation, which is actually a pretty good port. Then we have 96. Decent port, load time problems. 97 and 98. These are PlayStation copies, and they have a bit of, well, yeah, they have loading. I don't know. I didn't mind it at the time, but you know, I definitely think they're still playable games. 94, the special edition, a reboot, which is actually a cool version of the remake of the first game. They have the Orochi Saga, which is kind of a bad port. 98, Unlimited Match, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2002, and also my favorite, King of Fighters 11, which I think is my favorite one, story-based wise. Then we have the 3D game, Maximum Impact. No, not Maximum Impact. Yeah, it is Maximum Impact in King of Fighters 2006. Maximum Impact, which is a updated version of 2006 with tag mode in it. Neo Wave, which is like a dream match, but not really. And then we have the Xbox version of 2002, 2003. Then we got the Game Boy one here that my buddy John Houston helped me get. Thank you, John, if you're watching. Got me the King of Fighters 95. He helped me get it. He got me a good deal on it. Then I got the EX version, the American version, and the EX2 as well. I also have the Neo Geo games, King of Fighters R1, which is actually a good game, and it's in English. King of Fighters R2. I have two versions. Well, I have three versions of this game. Their variants, they look different. The back cover looks different on them. And then at the end here, you see the American version. Now, if you get a Neo Geo Pocket, traditionally that's the game you're probably going to get with it. Then we have the Orochi Saga on the Wii and the PSP. So you have King of the Fighters on the go. King of the Fighters, a Dream Match 99, which is actually King of the Fighters Dream Match 98. King of Fighters Evolution, which is actually King of the Fighters 99. Then we have the infamous King of the Fighters 12, which I don't know what the hell they were doing with that. And then we get King of the Fighters 13, which is freaking fantastic. King of the Fighters 14, as of this video, the latest release. You can see I went all out for that one. Premium edition, Burn to Fight. And to end it off with King of the Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Radical Reggie, and I will see you guys later.